that any bill, any proposal would have to fully comply, would have to be approved, and it would have to fully comply, it would have to be approved, I would imagine, by Conservation Officer at Wakefield Council, and also anything to do with drainage and the rest would all have to be approved as well. So yes, so in principle, I support it. I expect there'll be detail to be worked out. My mind then goes on to sort of processes, and you know, so if we do decide today to support this proposal, I would like to have as clear a view as we can before we finish with this item of business about what happens next and who's involved, because I would like to see a process where every stage, you know, if it's approved, it's Ackworth Jaguar's project, but I would like to see a process by which every stage is that we are involved with every stage, and that every stage has to be run by us, as it were. And if at any point along the process, I'm working on, you know, if we approve it, at any point in the process, things happen and we feel it's gone outside of what's been agreed here, then the Parish Council must have a right to say, hold on a minute, that's not what we agreed, and so, yeah. Okay. And I haven't got anything written down for that, but I would like us to have a way of making sure that that's what happens. Maybe if we approve it in principle today, bring back to another meeting all those kind of details.
Sorry, I was just checking with the shower.
It's all right, I thought you were.
Yeah. The container, is that your container?
It's the open agents container, is that we use it, but it's their container.
And who, sorry?
The open age, so there's two sides of Ackworth Jaguars,
Right.
there's junior setup,
Yeah.
and then the open age setup.
Right,
Who's
okay.
fallen wayside, they've not got a full committee, they've got no structure in place. Us as a junior club, we've started right from the bottom,
Right.
and we're separate to them. We use the same name and everything else, but we're a completely separate entity to them.
Yeah, they've got their own committee.
Right, okay.
So, just before I bring you back in, Stephen, if I may, I just want to say, when I met with you guys, I liked the way that you were talking about, you know, obviously you guys have priority of the temporary structure, but I liked the way you were talking about extending it to the rest of the community and things like that. Those are definitely things that I share and value as well. So I just want to say that I'll certainly be supporting progress with this proposal myself on the council. So, Steve?
Yeah, just at the moment the containers are outside the stone wall, so they're actually on other land,
Yes.
not going into.
Outside.
So,
Yeah.
they actually stand on the site of where the old public toilets were, which had to be demolished.
Is that actually Ackworth?
No, it's Wakefield Council.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah. I know there's a little strip in there that's sort of, it's really bizarre, isn't it?
Wakefield
I
Council.
think somebody said it was basically where the wall is. I think that's.
Yeah.
Is it girls and boys, or is it just boys?
Girls and boys.
Girls on boys.
So just to remind all councillors, so to receive a proposal from Ackworth Jaguars Juniors and decide the course of action as well. So we've got the proposal and we're receiving that. We've got a proposal from Councillor Sherritt and that's seconded, which is delaying decision on this. So that's the only proposal on the table at the moment.
Yeah, so if we've got Andy's proposals on the table, if that falls, can we then move another proposal that we support the proposal from Ackworth Jaguar?
Yes, I did. I was just checking if any.
Just clarify, just be clear with myself.
So I'll take the proposal that's on the table then at the moment. So that's a delayed decision, and that's proposed and seconded. So those in favour of delayed decision on the proposal that's been put forward then so far, those in favour. So there's 3 in favour. Those against. 7 against, and that's the one. Thank you. Okay, so that proposal's fallen.
So can we put a proposal forward that we will support it, but we will provide more information brought back to subsequent meetings?
So yeah, that's a proposal that is.
Could I just ask if we might follow up the outstanding planning application which has been refused?
With the container. But as they've just explained, that's not actually their container, so it was the adults.
Could we follow it up?
Yeah, of course.
Chair,
So-
I'm happy to take up any outstanding actions before I was appointed if you want to send them to me separately to this. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, yeah. Sarah, yeah.
Yeah, just in relation to Caroline's proposal to be supported, I think for the Jaguars to be able to move on, to get more information, if I can just ask through you, Chair, you need from us a sort of outline support of this proposal today, and then you can go away, get more detail, and bring it back to us.
Ideally, we would sort of a thumbs up, but with a caveat of, can you bring us some substantiating evidence of this is what we'd like to do? A plan in place of, you know, there's cost implications for us, what we want to take on board, speaking to Wakefield Council, planning permission and things like that, and asking maybe drainage surveys and stuff what we may need to do. We just want to, can we spend a little bit of money rather than it just going to outright no, what's then just wasting everybody's time. But and we're also happy to help with the outstanding planning applications and whatever may be to smarten that container up, what we didn't know about until this evening. We're willingly happy to bring that on board because there's nobody else who's going to do it apart from us. You know, the open age have fallen wayside, we would take that on board as well.
So I'll take Caroline's proposal, which is essentially to, in principle, we fully support the Ackworth Jaguars and what they're trying to do here. I would like to add to it, if that's okay. I'd like to say that that the amenities committee works with the Ackworth Jaguars, because that's the committee that met with them originally, and they can work with them in terms of helping with the information, in terms of drainage information that they might need, and helping to get the proposal through and with it. So that's. Is that okay with you if that's extra? So that's a proposal by Caroline. If I can second that then, please.
I was just going to say, just for clarification, if we say we support this proposal as outlined in Ackworth Jaguar's proposal for the use of the land outlined in their proposal, because otherwise I think we have to say that have to say that in the proposal because that's our land. So we'd have to say that, otherwise it might get confusing later on. If somebody might say, we're going to put a shed in the middle of Cambridge or whatever, you know how these things go. But that specific piece of land, as outlined in this proposal,
yes,
which belongs to us.
Yeah. Okay, so we're supporting the proposal. It's for what in the original proposal it's directed to be used for a temporary community building, which Ackworth Jaguars have priority for, and for the amenities committee to work with them in order to help move this forward and to bring it about. Anyway, so can I get votes? So we've got a proposer and seconder. Can I get votes in favour of that, please? So we've got 7 in favour. Votes against? Abstentions? 3 abstentions. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll give the final word to Ackworth Jaguars then, if that's okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. If people want to get in touch with us, we've obviously got the numbers and the email address. Ideally, the season starts in March, that's the day we put on it onto our meeting. But we'll work with you guys as much as we can to get this done. And we'll start tomorrow. So, I don't know if you want anything else from us tonight or.
Can I just a bit of, sorry, Chair.
I'll bring you in first, John, and then I'll bring Trevor in. Yeah.
Just for information, we've done a similar thing at Castleford at Queen's Mill. We proposed some structures next to Queen's Mill in a conservation area that's in the middle of a change for Riverside Development thing. The conservation officer at Wakefield Council were very supportive. We had the same idea of having containers, and their proposal were things like greenery and cladding and things like that to make it look, because it's next to a 200-year-old building, next to a newish bridge and all that kind of. So they were very supportive, and they said they gave us all the information about how we could treat the containers to do that. So that it's worth sort of bearing that in mind, just to get in touch with the conservation
they came back to us this morning, or came back to me this morning and said, you know, please put a formal application in, but he used the word softening, softening the container, and it's in a very good location where it's hidden from the roadside, but it's also got to look good from all sides. So yeah, they've sort of come back with a formal phone call.
Super, Jan.
Mine was just to confirm, I am Gemma Litter. Your communication will be through the office in the main, so we'll get back in contact tomorrow to go through some details and bits and pieces, and then if you keep communicating with us, and we'll feed it through to the committees and the councils it needs to be directed.
Thank you.
Excellent, thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming this evening as well. Excellent, okay.
So, I mean, just to answer the other question, I don't think we need anything more from...
Not right now. No. I don't think so. Not right now. We don't. Yeah.
No. I was just thinking maybe you wanted to sneak out.
I don't know, yeah.
If anybody wants to speak
Stay steady. Got to stay back.
Right then, I'll just call everyone. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you.
Right then, I'll just call everyone back to order. So, item 14 then, Ackworth Quarries Community Centre. So, 14.1, to agree for the Chair and Vice Chair to the Council to act on behalf of the Council for the official handover from strata of the building of public open space. That's the agenda item. Can I get a proposer and a seconder for that? So proposer Sarah, seconder Sharon. Any comments or questions on that, first of all?
When's the handover over this?
I'll hand over you, please.
Changing.
We're in the process, we're getting closer, but that's why I need to confirm who can hand it over to start that paperwork. So there'll be news soon after Christmas, hopefully.
Excellent. Any other comments or questions? No? Okay. I'll move to a vote then. So those in favour of that item on the agenda? So we've got 9? 9
9 in favour.
9 in favour. Abstentions? 1 abstention. Sorry, I'm not sure how they were like delayed, like a Mexican wave almost. So. Okay, so 14.2, to approve the set-up of a working group under the Finance and General Purposes Committee. And that's to deal with the handover sort of process. So it's quite a short-lived working group. And we've got a lot of committees and working groups and everything already on it, so. Can I get a proposer and seconder for that? Caroline proposed it, seconder please. Amanda seconding. Can I get votes in favour of that then please? 9. Abstentions? 1 abstention. Thank you. 14.3, to elect members of a working group to support the F&GP committee with recommendations to full council regarding setup. Minimum of 4. I believe in the we've got the 14.4. We've got the terms of reference as well.
Yeah.
Coming up as well.
Can I just ask, do we have any idea at all, and I'm not expecting a firm answer on this, of the sort of time frame involved, you know, because this is obviously a time-limited working group. It's a task group more, isn't it, to get the task done and finished. So have we any idea at all about what time frame, how we know over what period this working group might have to meet, given, as Martin said, we've got a lot of working groups going on.
Please, Gemma.
So my best guess at this moment in time is that we would start the process of handing over the building in January. This working group would be for the handover period and how we would start to introduce user groups into the actual centre and how that setup would be. I would want to say 6 months maximum, providing it happens in January.
Yeah.
So that'd be a move in 6 months.
Yeah. Okay.
Fingers crossed. Okay, so to elect members to the working group. So we've got the chair and vice chair as part to act on behalf of the council for official handover. So is that separate to the actual working group?
Yeah, that's the signing of the paperwork. And
just to double check, so that is separate. So proposals for members to the working group, then, please.
Can I propose, I know that there was so much already, can I propose chair and vice chair, if you're willing and able to take it on?
So proposer for chair and vice chair?
No, just to be members of the working group.
Yes.
That's it, the chair, chair and vice, John and Martin, as two of the members of the working group.
Amanda seconded, Sarah proposing. Any other proposals? Because we need 4 in total. Any volunteers?
Andy, can
I get a proposer and seconder? Yeah. Susie and Sarah, I'll take as proposer and seconder for that.
I'll volunteer as well.
And Sarah's
Unless there's anybody else desperate.
I'll propose that and Amanda seconded. Okay, so we've got Sarah, myself, John and Andy. I'll just take those 4 unless there's anyone else. Okay, so can I take a vote in favour of those 4 people being part of this working group, please? So we've got 9 in favour. Abstentions? 1 abstention. Thank you. 14.4 to review terms of reference of the working group. So this is terms of reference that has been put together for the working group. Again, it was available in the packs and everything. Are there any comments on the terms of reference, first of all? No? Okay, can I get a proposer then for the terms of reference? John proposing, Sarah seconding. Thank you. And votes in favour, please, of accepting the terms of reference. We've got 9. Abstentions? Abstaining, yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so that one dealt with. Item 15. That Ackworth Parish Council formally adopts a biodiversity policy standard Yorkshire Local Councils Association template in response to the strengthened biodiversity duty placed on local authorities introduced by the Environment Act 2021. And quite a lot of this we're actually already doing as a parish council anyway, in terms of trees and protection of wildflowers and all these sorts of things. So we're kind of already on with it anyhow. This is just it's just a formal sort of it's just a formal policy that's come through from my LCA as well. So any comments, please?
I'm all in favour. I mean, as you say, we've already agreed to do a commitment to fighting climate change. So yeah, I'm happy.
So you've got any other comments or do you wish to make a comment on?
no, not this one. I think
No.
we did as much as we could in there.
Yeah.
It might help as well when we're talking to Wakefield now about trying to get grants and so on to help us with our fire planting, and when we do the community orchard up at the quarries,
Yeah.
hoping, if we've got that as our policy, it's going to help us in that thing.
I do know that Wakefield Council are giving away free trees at the minute, just in case.
Yeah, some fruit trees.
Yeah. Okay, can I get a proposer for accepting this policy then, please? Amanda proposing, seconder, Man seconding. All in favour? Those in favour? We have 7, can I count? Just right. 7 in favour. Those against? And abstentions. 3 abstentions. Excellent, thank you. Item 16, to receive correspondence from residents and decide the course of action. Again, these were in the packs that we've received. So I'm just rereading, would you mind just yeah, if you don't mind, please, thank you.
So there's one that's been included. This is from one of our residents. If you flip the page over, you can see in full. So this is around, I've taken it as basically exploring architectural preservation for the consideration of the Ackworth pubs and some of the surrounding areas. So we've got the Boot and Shoe, the Angel, Mason, the Brown Cow, the Spread Eagle, which is in Rugby. That's what I'm trying to say. The Windmill is also in the same area that I'm just struggling to pronounce. So it's for
It's actually in Foley.
Oh, right. Says it on here.
All shells.
Oh.
All shells.
So this was the communication I received as is. I've obviously adapted it to the data protection and it's been sent forward for the council's consideration.
Excellent.
It would be a good stepping off to preserve the pubs as they are, because obviously